Hello everyone and welcome back. Hello everyone and welcome back. I have a sorry for the echo. I was rushing to get everything all set up because I was working on NSO Game Club late and trying to get everything wrapped up. And it's like, oh no, I forgot this. Oh no, I forgot this. Oh no, I got this. Oh, geez. At least I got all that figured out. Jason Rocks, thank you very much for that tier 1 gift sub. Going to Boo Scary Helicopter, thank you so much. That's very generous of you. Really do appreciate it. And, of course, as always, we got Amy here.
I was looking at chat. I need my chips. You gotta warn me.
Nah, that's got to get you in the moment. It's fun. Oh, gosh. But yeah, we are close. We are in 6.4, and we should only have 2 sessions, this and Monday, and we'll be caught up. Crazy to think about, even with us starting a little bit late, but we went long last time, so that should even things out. So yeah, that's certainly exciting in and of itself. Otherwise, not too much to update on. That's just what we're up to. You ready to see what I look back at Amy, she's just snacking and just stops and stares at me. Oh yeah. One other thing I want to plug real quick is Amy has a new channel.
Aww.
She if you look up was it Belline Believes? Yeah, Belline Believes on YouTube. She just started a Lego focused channel, and she's definitely been into Lego lately. So
Been planning this for months.
yes, so she finally launched it. So if you could give her a subscription if you like Lego, or watch the new video and then decide, it's all good. But I just wanted to put it out there since she's not on social media as much anymore. So
That's so sweet. Thank you.
all right, that said, let's talk to Oriange. See what we got here. With the tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilsabard contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy onto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Amy is Legolas. I don't know if you have any Lord of the Rings sets that you ever got. I guess not anymore.
I would love to have Rivendell, but that is way too expensive. That thing's like $500. But I would love it.
Where's my One Piece Lego? Give me. I want the Thousand Sunny.
I think they made a Hobbit house a long time ago, but
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I didn't get that.
I'm sure they did. Oh yeah, I gotta change out my minion. Oh, Minion of Light. Final Fantasy I. Zero is very tired of petitioning. Yeah, let's talk to Lucia. Shush.
Just revealed me because I was snacking.
Oh, I was doing something on my own. Milan, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Void's End incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. 'Tis no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. And pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. Hi, Ambu Scary Helicopter. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by Anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his void-sent hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of this situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet even were we able to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Void Sent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who's freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might be to make them fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alizé. With the rapport they have established with the Garlean people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Oriange, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Off the tertium. I like that we got a literal meaning for the, like, fear to flame. Princess Belle is like definitely going in the same order that we are. Like we just seem to always be next to them. And she's even dressed up in the Belle dress.
Oh my gosh!
And you see her free company, DSNY Disney.
Oh.
I wonder if they all dress up like Disney characters. That'd be really funny. I'm glad to see you, Milan. Vitra has explained our present dilemma. 'Tis no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Ilsabar contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. They need a Sora in that FC. Yeah. Well, it seems to me there's naught for it but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. Excuse me. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community's leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near the Senaculum Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But that I will leave to the others. Save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet in Forum Soleus, where we'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. Ooh, so many people to talk to. No, stop it. The tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Fie, that tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Well, this isn't going well. Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. The Tower of Babel? But what's it got to do with Void Scent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Garleans. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Finally somebody supportive. That took a while. Oh, I passed by. Ah, that's how it works. It goes beyond this wall. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions, cut our rations, or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. What? Up we go. Our Butterfinger mount. Here we go. There's a lookout over here. Yeah, nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger mount. Euless is on his way with the others. I hope he found the people more receptive than we did. Milan, may I present you Lords Neus and Matthias, magistrates of our political council. They have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsabard contingent. I see Alphino and Azdaja have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have to suffer enough. Have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we've had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. Well, this isn't going to go well. Hey, Geeky. That's fine. No worries. What are you looking for?
The last two.
Did you look in the trains?
I got one in the train.
Go in that one?
Oh.
It's at the end. Yeah, there you go. That one threw me off as well. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphino and Alice to meet us there. Lord Matthias, Lord Neas, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Sonatus. Though the Elsebard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. If it's settled then, you should all head to Sonatus. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. Where's Sonatus at? Over there. Oh gosh, I gotta... Excuse me. Were you waving as I was sneezing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, goodness. So, be honest. Those of you who don't normally play Final Fantasy XIV, how ready are you for 14 to be over? Thank you for bearing with us. Ah, there they are. Here it is, Sonatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. You'll miss it, Cloud? At least we all get to enjoy Dawn Trail together. I'm given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it'll be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Agrov enjoyed collecting the channel points. Interesting enough, but not for you. That's fair, Jason Rocks. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Elsebard contingent and current state of affairs. We would also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. I'm sure between Final Fantasy and between these streams and the upcoming subathon, that's plenty of chances to get extra points. Stockpile of assorted supplies bears markings indicating they were provided by the Ilsabar contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. You recognize the large cast as the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manalis. Why they're in the Sonatus is unclear. Is the government hoarding the supplies we're giving to the people? Hey, Very Master Ninja, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Risemon, these streams has inspired me to try 14 out with friends when it's on the Switch successor. I would be shocked if it does not come to the Switch successor. And then Amy's going to be very tempted to buy it.
Yes, I would be very tempted.
You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life. What remains of it, at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. I'm almost positive the load times would be worse.
Yeah, then I'm sticking with this.
I highly, maybe it'll have a, yeah, no, it's the, what's it called, the super fast disk drive that allows PlayStation to be that fast. No, the graphical jump is to be considered SSD. I had HDD and I knew that was in my head and I knew that was wrong. Thank you, Sumawani. I'll convert it to Monster Hunter and save you a monthly fee. Good luck.
I was hoping we could play that, but I don't know with his wife being sick. I don't want to take any time away.
I'll have to see how she's feeling by Sunday.
Well, I was hoping we could play before.
Oh, I see. Right. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn?
I just want her to be better in general, though.
I hope so, too.
For no extra reasons other than I just want her to be better.
Absolutely. It sucks to be sick. Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? It's absolutely out of the question. What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitech weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route, but you heard them if they refuse to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who is to say they're as dangerous as you attest? It has been suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge Magitech material for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but if the fact remains, we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken, and unless we want something to inflame tensions further, there's not we can do. Cloud Strife, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Saying, haven't asked for a while, but what trap did you get in did I get in Rebirth? I am still very much in the middle of Costa del Sol. I forget which chapter that is, but I'm still in Costa del Sol. I honestly have not had time to play in quite a while, and honestly, a lot of my extra gaming time is going to be dedicated to Dragon Quest III. Chapter 6 it is. I want to try to get my video on Dragon Quest III the same that I did for 1 and 2 before HD 2D comes out. So hopefully it won't take too long to get through that, but you know, it is what it is. More space. Let's see. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. It's summer. It's only fitting. An equitable arrangement, of course. Oh, I love Barrett in his sailor suit. Well, do I understand the difficulty of your position? As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means. Oh, if only that were possible, Cloud. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Alright. Back to Broken Glass. Gotta work those politics. Oh. What do we got? How you doing, Lon? Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As a trap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Radzat Han and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive this far is thanks to the Ilsabard contingent, or rather in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners for fear of indebting themselves further or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement, one that would restore to them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Radzat Han abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely we have traded with one another, and I wished but to continue in this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your magic resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Radz-at-Han's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Wow. Only when both sides keep the interest of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. 'Tis a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Garlean, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Radz-at-Han were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. Hey, Linky, how's it going? If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask that you join me in negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lords Neus and Matthias. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I too shall hie me to Tertium. Oh, Sprinkles! Thank you so much for this raid! I'm used to raiding you. Were you playing some more Mario and Luigi? I have to, Linky. I only have until Monday. I had to return the favor. Ah, you're playing Animal Crossing. Oh my gosh, you're still playing Animal Crossing. I assume New Horizons. Otherwise, I don't know which one you're playing. 4 swords today, and then a little Animal Crossing to show off patterns from when I was a kid. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, man. Huh?
Oh, sorry, I was just saying.
I know, but I'm going to talk to everybody a little longer and travel in the meantime. OG. I've never played the OG Animal Crossing.
Is that the one on GameCube?
Yep,
That's the one
GameCube.
my sister had. She
Yeah.
loved it.
A lot of people love that one. I always thought it was cool because it had access to a bunch of NES ROMs.
Oh, yeah.
Not a thing anymore, unsurprisingly, but it was cool at the time. Man, I actually did play 4 Swords back in the day when it first came out, legit with friends. I had a great time. I obviously hadn't had a chance to try it with the online, but God, that game needed it. And then now we need the same for 4 Swords Adventures. Just reading about Nintendo Power. Yeah. The only time I played 4 Swords Adventures was that when I did that playthrough with Some Call Me Johnny over on his gameplay channel a long time ago. It was only the 2 of us. It was a lot of fun, but never got a full 4 squad. You want to get 4 players together if I want to unlock the 4 Swords dungeon and Link to the Past. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. I don't know if I ever checked out that dungeon. I can't remember. But maybe if I can find the time. But I should also properly welcome everybody here. We're playing obviously Final Fantasy XIV. I am in a desperate race along with Amy to get content current before Dawn Trail comes out, because it'd be the first time that we have ever succeeded at that. Usually, yes, the critically acclaimed MMORPG with a free trial up to the 2nd expansion Stormblood. Once this is finished up, and we're likely going to be able to finish it on Monday. We got all kinds of variety. Sunday will be Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. Monday will be because I go my chat by watching. You earn channel points. You can request me to play any game you want, and there's quite a backlog now, but it definitely helps keep things varied. So I'll have Devil Survivor. On Mondays will be Legend of the Mystical Ninja. That'll be our next game there. And then next Wednesday, will be the beginning of a Mega Man marathon where I'm going to be playing through every single Mega Man game. 71. That's going to be a long project, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, we are definitely in the end game of Endwalker, so certainly spoiler stuff. But hey, if you love Final Fantasy IV, you're in for some treats. I've only played a little bit of Legend of the Mystical Ninja, but what I've seen, it looks fun. Weird, but fun. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Oh, until stage 6. Oh God, what am I in for? Rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the Satra of Radzat Han, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. Oh, night's going well, Smitty. Hope you're having a good night as well. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, as part of the everybody rating, I'm going to doing a subathon on Saturday with Bloodborne. First time playing it. Really first time doing a Soulsborne game to any kind of completion, so that should be interesting. And hopefully fun. The aid we presently receive will not... I already said that. I got married. Margiu? Excited. So that's yeah. The funny thing about that one is a long time ago I watched the playthrough of Game Grumps play through Bloodborne, but I remember nothing of it. And it's not like watching Aaron play something is the best way to, play something. Like, you're not seeing top quality gameplay usually. So, it's basically blind. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. Oh, good night, Gregster. Take care. 'Tis true we do not want from Magitech and Ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor. We're a proud patriot. Now you're entertained selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for what we have lost, but if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Subborn? Oh no. Excuse me. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Naeus, and there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Sonatus learn this, they will cry out for your blood. Well, he might color it a bit. Lord Matthias, wait! It isn't safe out there! Odds on us on having to save him?
Exactly. They're pretty high, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Their mind.
Usually. Globalization versus isolationism. Yep, exactly, Simone Moreni. And they are used to being isolationist. Well, and conquerors.
I think that's more Charlotte.
Yeah, they're definitely the isolation. It is far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Matthias. Let us leave matters here in Maximus' care while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord Matthias is bound for Sonatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Reggio or whatever. I pray he does not come to any harm. These names are hard to pronounce sometimes. Like true tongue twisters. Yes, ride my yokai to the rescue. The only true rescue vehicle. Long flight. Thank you. I'm alive? Oh yeah, he was also the one saying, it's like, we don't know that these Machina are dangerous. I think he just found out.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain.
Whoops.
But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
I mean, if you do this proposal.
Aye. So long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
Honestly, Eula should be one of the leaders at this point.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me?
Kind of Warbot, but nah, it doesn't have the full
apologize for
power.
my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Ulyss, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrates safely back to Tertium.
It's a long walk.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Oh no, Cloud Strife, you don't have any AC. Just fans. That's rough.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister.
Hey down, Alpha Lion, and yes, we are very close to the end. we should theoretically be we should finish up on Monday.
As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Oh, Trios, thank you so much for the raid. What were you recently playing? You can get a shout out for them. We're working our way through 14, the Endwalker content. Playing Final Fantasy VIII. Nice. How goes that? It's been a long time since I've replayed 8. Kirby has an echo? He shouldn't. There's nothing on here that would give him an echo. That's very odd.
Unless it was mine.
I don't think so, but
It came up a few seconds after yours, though, so it should have been.
he does.
It should have been that.
I don't.
Can you send a tester?
I'd have to go around. I don't think it's too necessary to worry about. Getting close to the end, though, I got trounced by Bahamut. Oh, it's been so long. I forgot to even fought Bahamut in that game. It's been, oh gosh, it has been a while. And yes, this weekend, Saturday, is the subathon, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, Okrupon. So Kirby has an echo, but none of the other ones, because we've had other come up. I don't remember ever fighting Bahamut. That's so weird. But yeah, we're doing my best to get content current. We're so close.
Is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns.
All alerts have the echo when you play 14. I think that's been an issue for a very long
During
time.
the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness.
I don't remember why that is, because all I have going on right now is just desktop audio. All the others are off. So something about it being like desktop. Maybe because it goes to the OBS as well. It plays through the computer, so it accidentally does it twice. But however, there's nothing I can do about that because the desktop is how I get the sound from for 14. So not.
So you have an alert. So if you mute your alerts, will it still come up with your other?
I don't know. I can try to mute Twitch
See if it
alerts.
says alert there at the top? Is that it?
I think those alerts are the ones from the other one. Isn't that the one from the one we just set up for the
Twitch alerts?
yeah, the Twitch alerts?
I don't know what you labeled everything.
Yeah. It's all right. It's just it's been like that. I don't know why. I can Yeah, it's
Do a tester.
Let me try something real quick.
Comments or whatever it's called. Streamlabs.
I'm just gonna try turning off this alert and seeing and see if that works.
Do you know how to do it?
Yeah. Where is it? Alerts.
Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right thing. What? Alright, where do I go? You make me self-conscious.
So go to alert box right there.
Oh, it's alert box. That's
Skip. And
this looks different than
this
before.
is not right. That's where it used to be. They changed it?
Did they?
That's where, I mean, that's where I always did it. Go back to alert box. Try this way. That's so weird. Unless you just have the one. Okay, they're just okay. So
Alright.
they just rearranged.
Yeah, they just rearranged how it looks. That's weird.
So you can still do your test. Over
Yeah.
there.
We'll do the Kirby one specifically. So I'm going to try turning off this.
Also, shout out to my Kingdom Hearts pajamas. Yeah, there you go. There's your tester button. I didn't even see it pop up. Did it?
It did not. Hold on. Okay, so
Well, that's...
I just
So this wasn't it? That's your visual, which you definitely want to keep on.
yeah, I gotta keep the
But
visual.
this one,
I believe this is.
that's the other.
No, it's not. It's this.
That's the one I thought it might be.
All right,
So if you mute
Let's
that
try-
and then try it.
let's try it now.
Did that work?
Okay. Was there an echo this time?
I hope not, because that means I could solve it.
I just have to remember to turn
Yeah,
this
you turn
on
it
and
back
off.
on for other stuff.
No echo. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
The big.
Yeah.
The big thing that I'm gonna have to remember though is to turn the alert box on whenever I'm not on not doing something through the alert box. Okay, so that we fixed that. Thanks for letting us know, Time Sage.
That was the first thought that I had. Yeah.
Yep, that. Amy the troubleshooter. All right, there we go.
Come to me for minimum tech issues.
Minimum tech issues.
You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron.
Oh
And
wow.
were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives.
Swordsman and a mage. I don't know if
Place
there's a.
myself at their mercy.
Actually, no.
I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst. Some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away.
Can we get names for these two?
I didn't know what
Just
to
out
make
of curiosity.
of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone. overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it.
Oh yeah, by the way, Baron's a location in Final Fantasy IV, obviously.
Wasn't obvious.
I never had the power to save my
Well, there's so
home
many IV
single-handed.
references.
I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday,
You took that lesson to
you
heart.
might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Hey, Chris Truck. Hope you're
There
doing
it is
well.
again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this
Yeah,
is
the
trust,
shippers are definitely enjoying these two.
then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you like.
Give me your hand.
Oh yeah, that director was very good, Chris.
It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Yeah, I didn't trust him. I bet you were tired of seeing Xenos.
Yep. I was like, really? You can't just be gone? We have to keep reliving that trauma?
I have to imagine he cannot return.
I am worried.
He's trusted us, but I don't. He's not returning. He is declared dead. It's only because of Zero that we're seeing anything of him. Thank you. I feel at last as though I've found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Euless. Right then, I expect the others have already arrived back in Tertium. We should join them. Some more Garlean pizza. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for the wear. Various representatives of the Garlean community are gathered here at this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. Aye, I do, and Neas, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. Hey, Karagosa. You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. Hey, Batfox. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. Have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Sonatus are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Azdaja. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Azdaja will provide us with supplies which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but a trade. A bargain struck between equals rooted in trust and respect, and it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Well, at the very least, we've finally knocked out that superiority complex the Garleans have. Azdaja holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that, through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but await Y'shtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry, devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. Hey, Bisonhauer. You are good friends. Excuse me. I'm looking forward to more people getting to experience Dragon Quest 1 and 2 in a much better form. I might even be able to convince Amy to play those versions. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D.
Yeah, I might. If they improve what it looks like on here. Like, it looked pretty not great from what I saw you play.
I'm sure they will balance it way better and have it looking like the Q3 HD 2D.
Then yes. But the one I saw you play on mobile or whatever, that did not look fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was Dragon Quest, right?
Dragon Quest 2?
The one that you played on mobile where you...
Oh, Dragon Quest 1? Yeah.
That did not look great.
I'm sure they will cut down on the grinding in Dragon Quest 1. All I can say is, having played a little bit of Dragon Quest 3, it is amazing how much better, like how much it improves upon what came before in just the first hours. Alright, Lunar Rendezvous. I hope we get Dragon Quest X at some point, in some form.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand.
It's a shame we never got it.
Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Azdaja from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
Gotta show off that
You
dragon
have me
form.
go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we great worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon.
I mean, convenient considering he doesn't have a
To
Aetheryte
begin
connection.
with, I shall return this vessel to Azdaja, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time
There's
as we
so much
find
south.
Azdaja, I would entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Y'shtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
Look at that, an actual smile. Well, smirk.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In mare elementorum, then. Go well.
Oh, Samara. I read it as mare as in rhyming with hair. Alright, to the moon. Oh, you really like that ship, Alpha? It's cute.
Still like her Zero
Oh, you prefer Zero and Estinian? I mean, she was ready to get shirtless with him.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
I've never played Saga either, Beisenhower. And there must be a fan base out there somewhere because it keeps getting remakes and games. I've just never played one or talked to anybody that has. Oh, they're loved in Japan. Which is interesting because if I remember correctly, there are basically continuations of Final Fantasy II, which is an interesting choice. No, I was hoping for Loporits.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Gotta love how Ishtola's theme is just Matoya's now.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
I think I played a Final Fantasy Legend game at a friend's house once, but that was before I was into RPGs, so I did not know anything about it.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
How many non-mobile Saga games are there anyway?
Containment seal. Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed.
Oh.
That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
Yeah, I'll do.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
It's always fun to see everybody waiting. Really? This is my random mount? They love giving me this spring, this Easter Gobu. And the floppy arms.
Noodle arms.
Mm-hmm. Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiark's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet, though we expect to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loporrit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Oriange, Mulan, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway in Bestway's burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you, as a void scent my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray do the same. Oh, I didn't teleport with you. Weird. Nope. Yeah. I didn't pop up for me for some reason. Oh. Maybe. That's alright. No biggie. Zero. Talk to Zero.
What'd she say?
She goes, "What are these things?" She can handle the elephant, not the Loporrits. There you are. Ishtola has apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this void scent contaminant seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there. Oh, I definitely love the direct. Man, Visions of Mana looks so pretty. Not likely to get it right away. Plus, of the Mana series, I've only ever actually beaten Final Fantasy Adventure. I've never beaten Secret or Trials. What?
I thought you started it, so I tried to start with you.
Oh, no.
There's a funny sound effect with the camera.
Let's find out.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Yay, I love Livingway's voice actor.
That.
Yeah, that's a good sound.
Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop!
I've only
You're
played
making me
Tales of Symphonia, Jason Rocks.
Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Void Scent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends.
Gee, I wonder how they're going to get the data.
Tactical data acquired in the moment. And who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetherius?
Oh, really?
I believe I would make a better instructor.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. She's going to instruct them.
This part right here.
Oh, God. Those eyes.
Void Scent. I am one.
Those eyes. Oh my God, they all just ran away.
Not all of them.
Even woke up sleeping way.
Well, don't just stand there. Engage!
I did not expect that voice.
Engage! Engage!
Forgot that was Sleeping Way's voice. Alright. God, they're doing so good on their animations.
A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into void-sent slaughterbots.
Slaughterbots?
Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
I love these things.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... I might be able to do it in 2.
Oh, that would be so effective on you.
Yes. Not on 0.
They're all just expecting us to do it. Or him.
No, him.
This I leave to you.
That sound effect.
I know, every time we turn our neck. It just shows me that we really need to play the Hildebrand stuff, Amy.
Yes.
Oh, we need to rally them. Yeah, we just need some pudding. Oh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper technique so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best. What a marvelous feeling. There's nothing like a wild gesticulations of encouragement to fire you up. First time I'm actually watching this and sitting playing something. These bunny creatures are cute. Oh yeah, they're adorable. I love these things. What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry, I was in the midst of... Forgive me. The sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing. But I'll try to keep moving. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and leave the deployment of our new and improved Void Sense Slaughterbots to us. Yay, slaughter bots. Engage? Engage an emblem? Fire him up! Well, there they go. Ah, yes. Void sent slaughter bots.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands.
Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
I don't think we're going to be able to seal Golbez. That's too easy. The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loprids having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Somebody got in a fight. Let's rejoin Estola post haste and prize open our gate unto the void. Yeah. What do you got for us? With Justinian keeping us safe, we're able to finish repairing brands. Yes. What is Liquid Violet dubbed? But it's also been a while since I've watched a dubbed bunch of. I'm not as up to date on anime as I used to be. My thanks for the supporter, for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Azdaja in the Tower of Babel to channel ether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Oriange and I shall begin our incantations to open the Void Gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. Ah, there we go. This is something for Amy. Ice Climber Kirby just got Disney Dreamlight Valley. Been taking your time with it, removing all the Night Thorns. Still need to find Goofy. There's a lot to do, isn't there? So much to do. Yeah, Amy loves it. That is all. If there's no questions, let us begin. But yeah, Corn, what did Liquid Violet dub offhand? Yeah.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Liquid Violet's done 14, 16, Xenoblade 2 and 3, every FromSoft game since Bloodborne. Wow, interesting. I guess I'll be hearing the Bloodborne voice acting soon. See if we recognize anybody.
The
Probably
Tower
not.
2 is activated, but give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
So British
Very well
voice
then.
acting company.
Make it so.
Okay, that has to be a purposeful Star Trek
A moment of
reference.
truth.
Here we go. Yeah, you can see why that would freak people out if they didn't know that was coming. So that just looks like a Kamehameha. It's gonna blow up the moon. There's a lot of ether.
By the sisters.
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Oh, wait, I don't think we're trying to capture Golbez with this. We're just trying to prevent Void Scent from getting out. I misunderstood. Well, that looks cool.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
All right, jump in. What a weird looking guy.
Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
It's a void monster. Hair is live, but welcome. Well, there he goes.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
Hey, Reacher made it.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, In the reality that
No way
lies
to get to
beyond
the others
eighth
yet.
umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken.
She really wants to get back to her man.
Me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth to find Azdaja and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed Ghost Trick, Bisonhauer. I still need to get Amy to play it. Honestly, I might. That's tempting to put that on there instead of Ace Attorney 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
As
Ooh.
we did discuss prior,
Ace
I
Attorney
shall see
3
the
or that.
alchemist
Oof.
safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Oh, it's brilliant. I cannot recommend that game enough. So glad it got re-released. I'm so glad I inspired you to try it.
Into the void once more.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright. It's a good thing space has atmosphere. We'd be in trouble.
We don't need oxygen.
Who needs oxygen? Bah. Pixels. I have a guess for what the music will be, Soth. Oh, wow.
It's so bright red.
Mine's like a deep red.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
I'm pretty sure this is the moon music from 4, right?
Sounds so
No void scent.
Mm-hmm.
A rather more subdued reception than I
definitely
had
is.
anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where? Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us
I don't know.
explore our
Guess we'll
surroundings
find out.
before drawing conclusions.
It's anyone else, I'm guessing it's instincts.
Yes,
I feel like they're
thou art right. I I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
Oh, weird. We can't use our mounts in here. Oh, Bisonhauer, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. Don't know why we didn't have any audio for that one, but it's
I did
fine.
not solve it.
I guess. It's fine. Subscribe with Prime, 2 months now, saying, hope you're looking forward to, hope you've been enjoying Final Fantasy XIV, looking forward to your upcoming Bloodborne subathon. Oh, thank you so much, Bisonhauer. I'm looking forward to that too, and I'm also really looking forward to the Mega Man Marathon. I'll turn on the alerts just in case. Take back your excitement about what?
Fixing the problem.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but oh well. It's alright. I blend in with my red mage outfit. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. Excuse me. No signs of a watcher or any Loperates. Perhaps they were swallowed up in a flood of darkness, or perhaps they never existed here. I mean, the Loperates were created by Heidelin, so I imagine they only exist in in the source. I didn't want to skip over your Bloodborne subathon, but yeah, I'm super stoked for your Mega Man well, that's not a subathon. That's just a marathon. That is just me playing a new Mega Man game every Wednesday. I'm also considering either on GVG or my own channel or both to have like sort of conversational reviews of each of the Mega Man games after I beat them. I'm not sure if that's something people would be interested in or not, because it's not just the usual Mega Man Classic, Mega Man X, all that. It would also include Mega Man DOS, Taiwanese Mega Man games, Japanese only Mega Man games. All of it. So, let me know if that's something that sounds interesting to you. You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there is nothing. Oh, trust me, Amarglio, I'm going to be making a ranking video as well, but I thought individual reviews until I actually catch up would be fun. So far, you have failed to find any clues to Azdaja's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed. And yes, Jaden Buck, there were Taiwanese Mega Man games. They are something. Oh, I will.
The chasm has caught
There's
your
life.
attention as well. There's some manner of structure below.
His sister better
Worth a
survive
look,
this.
wouldn't you
If she
say?
doesn't, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Really look forward to that vacation in Dawntrail.
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Could do live list making, or I could just have it all at the end just to show people. I think it'd be more interesting to keep it a surprise to see how it ends up after seeing all the reviews.
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee.
Why do I feel like Vitra's gonna fall right into a trap?
Climb on, my friends. Azdaja is here, within this chasm.
Down we go. Well, that looks familiar. Tis I, Vitra. I have come to rescue thee. God, it's weird to hear him say it, say that, the dragon language.
You were entrusted with Azdaja's eye, were you not?
What? How? Vritra, wherefore art thou here? Oh, thank goodness. 'Tis thee, dear sister, truly thee. How long have I dreamed of this moment? Would that I could have found thee sooner, but I am here now. Let us return home together. The thought filleth me with joy, but I fear I cannot be. Not even with a dragon's might can these chains be broken. For they have forged of the very will of the man named Golbez.
So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Gotta take him out. Thou keepest company with mortals? I do. They are my stalwart allies, without whom I could not have come this far. Is that so? Then much time hath passed indeed. It doth feel like only yesterday that we were fighting the void-sent hordes of the men of Alleg that the men of Alleg had unleashed on Mericidia. Desperate to save Tiamat, I flew into this lightless world to strike at the heart of the Cloud of Darkness's forces. But the void-sent I slew returned again and again, and before I knew it, the rift betwixt worlds had closed, I was stranded, bereft of strength. Thou didst save the lives of full many, sister. Today we abide in harmony with men, working side by side and forging enduring bonds. Indeed, in the course of searching for thee, I did cross paths with many a noble mortal, with whom I built a nation of rich diversity. To thee I would show it, my beautiful Azdaja. I shall not rest until thou art free. When Golbez found me collapsed, the darkness ravaging my wounds, he spoke and said, "'Tis but a matter of time before you turn, but I have the power to stop it." And he did, for a price. I would remain myself but bound, an everlasting feast for his minions who supped upon my ether over thousands of years.
What now then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
If such is thine attempted encouragement, mortal, then thou art as graceless as Needhog. 'Twas Golbez who did weave the spell, and so his defeat should serve to unravel it. Would it suffice as a show of spirit were I to reveal what I know of the villain?
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Mayhap in order to sustain the magic, he cannot travel far from this place. He doth prefer to send minions to carry out his will, but on occasion will himself ascend to the moon's surface. And every time without fail he will visit the same location to the south. Something of import lieth there, no doubt.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Gotta kill Golbez in order to rescue her. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area if you can see to the south. Just seeing how big the map was. I don't know what BDG level of Descent into Madness is like, Polyglot, I'll be honest. I could not discern a structure of any kind from above. Whatever this place or object might be, Golbez hath hidden it well. Aha. Something over there. A glint from beneath the rock catches your eye.
Did you find something?
Oh.
A memoria. But whose?
Oh. Flashback.
lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to
Yeah,
say?
that is my thought.
Defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
In death may your soul find salvation.
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
I don't think... We never got a true... I always thought Golbez was his true name in Final Fantasy IV. This must be something new to have him called Durante, unless that was something revealed in something else. Durante is the voice of Golbez. That's the same voice as Golbez. So we're somebody else that's in this crystal.
So I'm guessing whoever we are is the crystal, then the one that died.
Yes, we're the one that's in the crystal.
Which is the one that died.
Yes.
The second person. Okay.
I choose to believe that had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Wait to see what Zero thinks of all that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Golbez's name was Theodore. Okay. Who is that?
Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriates taken by darkness.
Oh boy.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Is that so?
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few Memorites remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Oh boy. I have a feeling the name of the character that we are inside is Cecil.
Had another vision of the past, did you?
That
No.
name sounds familiar.
It's the main character from 4.
Oh wow, that would be something.
And the reason they would mistrust the way he looks is because he's a Dark Knight in the beginning of 4.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because in her flashback, it was a smaller person.
Ah.
Right?
The smaller person was Golbez.
Right?
Yeah. I don't.
Golbez was that guy that had the blonde hair. I thought.
Right, but we seem to be taller than Golbez in that. I don't know. We'll find out.
No, in her flashback when she was recounting meeting him in the
Mm-hmm.
It looked like Golbez,
What?
like a more stocky dude, and then a smaller.
I was in it.
Like thinner, you know.
Oh, maybe that. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this memoria is...
Oh boy.
So, you have come. You who would oppose our crusade.
God, he looks awesome.
Tranquil.
Pokemon battle.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it looks like.
Oh.
You.
So the one that was
I know you.
Golbez? Okay. 'Cause I thought you told me.
Is that so? From the world before.
Maybe he took
I
the
dare
armor.
say.
Maybe not. I don't know. But the guy who was talking was obviously had Golbez's voice, so that's that.
Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form. But to remember
The smaller person
your
was the guy in
past
the
besides.
that we were seeing.
But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions. Correct.
And what if I am?
Then I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you. More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust.
Some cool development.
My friends.
Mm-hmm.
I see. A pity.
It's cool to see how much he's
It
grown.
is for the dragon that you have come, yes. When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity.
Capture the other dragon, right? He's gonna have two
And
dragons.
2 dragons and a rift to get to our world.
Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Oh. Azdaja, no.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
That's not good.
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey.
She be saved?
I mean, Zero was. forgot about the dragon that fights at his side in 4.
Kill him.
Wow. Yeah, seriously.
Damn you!
Oh, jeez.
Keep our guests occupied.
Neither dragon makes it. It's gonna be horrible. What if we save her and not him? This is I don't like this.
Save her. I beg thee. Save my sister.
I don't think they're going to go that tragic.
It's Yoshi P. I don't put anything past that man.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you.
Oh boy. We've got our arena. We got our cube.
Come, face me.
God, the remixes they get with this. Rest assured, I need no invitation.
Then I'll free.
Accursed light.
Mm-hmm. He still loved the summon.
Ever basked in its warmth could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this fight. The Voidcast Dais. I mean, I'm not starting it. I'm gonna switch to Dragoon.
I'm gonna try to change my dancer plate before we go.
I'm going Dragoon because, well, we're dealing with a dragon.
Should be good.
You ready? Alright. Photo next to Golbez, yeah.
Photo. This guy's massive. I did not think he was this.
Boy, I
I
am.
think he is.
Don't mess with me or my son ever again. The light's in the way. There we go. Dad, can I get McDonald's?
You want the Happy Meal sign?
Alright, let's do it. The size of his boot, exactly. Alright, let's do it. Chicky McNuggies. Gomez, he asked for no pickles. I would totally wear Golbez's armor as a Dark Knight. Oh, I totally would. I'm gonna go all Kane on him.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
I like the epic version. The Dark Knight weapon from this fight is his sword. Nice.
Yes, my picture is right for once.
Yay.
If you would oppose
No.
our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb. I will free us from the wheel.
Quick, we need an old man to cast Meteor.
Where my Rhine-kick blades.
Oh, okay.
I will suffer no obstacles. No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Let lightning surge!
Gotta get out of that. Oh no.
Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero blade, I bring my people liberation.
God, I love his voice.
You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey. Crush them.
I know. Ah, dang it. I just hit heal on myself and I didn't. Dang it, I wondered if that was going to happen.
Meteors will extinguish your life.
I got knocked off as soon as I rezzed.
A raging gale to rend you asunder. Look
God, I am sucking in this one. You're doing good. Sorry, everyone. I love Golbez, but he does not love me.
Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning surge.
Good night, Bisonhauer. Enough people stacked up on the other one. I didn't realize there was a second one at first.
A raging gale to rend you asunder. Be gone!
Dang it. Ah, I got caught up in both of those things. Hey, I mean, at least that's the first time you've died. I've not been that way. I've died too much. I feel like an active hindrance.
Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom.
Got a better idea on how to take care of that. Alright. Starting to learn those attacks.
This place shall be your tomb. Crush them.
Ah, I got caught up in all this stuff.
Render unto me your all.
I'm gonna wait until this attack goes off and then I'll res. Okay.
My meteors will extinguish your
I'm not getting sent off the edge again.
Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning surge.
Coming over to you, Arjan.
A raging gale to rend you asunder. Be gone!
There we go. Sheesh. Sorry I died so much.
My power.
But we got him. Thanks, team. I was slowly learning his attacks, but yeesh.
Even my blade. So, this is the limit.
Died a perfectly normal amount. Oh, he's tinier. Not tiny, but tinier. Sorry, I died like every other person the first time in this fight. I need to be perfect! Nah, not really. But we did it! Golbez is defeated! He's much more normal size now.
Give us our dragons.
Look, I captured him. Can I take him home? Thanks, everyone. Well, I have one guess, Armaglio, but I'm going to keep it to myself for now. I have a feeling we'll have it revealed pretty soon. I thought it might be the dragon, then Golbez, but no.
Are you all right?
So I'm gonna need to put you in, need you to put him in crystal.
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it. From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Seromus! Awaken!
Yep. There's our final trial. It was only a matter of time.
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria.
Well, that's bad. Was that the crystal for the friend that she just dropped?
Damn it. It's too strong.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me.
He still has hope, so you should too, Amy. Well, that got bad. We made it back safely, at least. Amy is truly ready for summer vacation to start. God, the stare she's giving me. Ooh. Sorry, Amy. Dark Throne. Last of 6.4. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we have anticipated Azdaja's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void scent hell's bent on breaching the rift. And one with such prodigious strength. Zeramis is unlike anything I've ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there is even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in the hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in Contra Memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. I loathe that I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void scent of Zeramis's might. Vritra not least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Radzat-Han and take stock of the situation. Very well. Milan, might I trouble you to head to Bestway's Burrow and apprise Oriange of the situation? The rest of us shall tend Vritra's wounds before returning to Radzat-Han. Pray join us there anon. Amy gave me such a look. Oh, poor thing. Hi. She's trying to steady herself on me. Milan, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, what of your mission in the void? Heavens forfend that Azdaja should be used to birth a dread void scent born of Zodiark's residual ether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy, the void scent containment seal. As we employed the self-same brands that once imprisoned Zodiark in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeramis. Yet for how long none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Thou shalt rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures, yes? Then I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe any signs of an impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend.
Poor dragons. So many of them have just been suffering for so long.
Well, once we rescue Azdaja, that should be all good. I don't think she's gone, fully gone. That feels too sad an end for Vritra. But maybe I. No. Yeah. But he's also made you laugh many times. Just never know what mood's gonna strike. Alright. Into Megaduta again.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of voidsent that dwelled in my domain? Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer, and when a voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more.
Ah, there's the hope.
That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Azdaja. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a voidsent could be born of Zodiark's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say? I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Azdaja's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
Oh. Clever.
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Shirtless and sweating.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
Oh, I ship them.
What? Oh. Amy ships Estinian and Zero. Eula's not good enough.
Using my vessel,
Euless.
I shall attend what preparations I may.
I guess that's fine too.
Azdaja is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, Milan, and I pray that you will stand with me to the last. And that is 6.4 done. Our last update. We're down to our very last update.
Mine loads so much quicker.
I know it does. Might take a long stream, but you think we can finish it off next time? I'm going to have us go to at least hit the 3-hour mark since we started late.
Zeromus is risen.
Tonight.
But not yet at full strength.
Just about 15 minutes.
It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured?
True, 2 patches, but I always combine them since they are always like...
Does he know that the crystal fell in there? His friend's crystal?
It remains as fresh as if it were
I don't know.
yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain.
Yeah, he took up the armor. I wonder if that...
Not Golbez then? So this guy pulling like a...
No, so, you know the guy that we were watching?
I promised you then, I promise you now.
No.
They
Hold
shall
on.
sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel
1 second.
and brought salvation to the world.
So I think what happened here is his friend that was wearing the armor died.
Yes.
That's who was vision we were watching, and the guy with that was talking and sounded like Golbez was that. When that happened to his friend, he took up his armor, and we can assume that Golbez was the name of his friend, and he took up the name because he wanted his.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Like Ida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right about that. Sorry, I was not fully paying attention to you because I was trying to listen to Golbez talk as well.
Just want to make sure I was clear on what was going on.
As Golbez is quite different to the one from 4. Similar, but different. Which I'm cool with. You win or you dies. Alright. Seeking the light. Milan, I was about to call for you. There have been developments concerning the Void Gate that I would discuss with everyone. Coincidentally, I'm told Ishtola will be returning shortly. I dare to hope she has made some progress in devising a way to harness the First's light. Come, let us await the others in my chambers. Alright, here we go. Sick boombox. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. I pray thou art come with glad tidings. With findings well worth my many sleepless nights, I am pleased to report. You may leave it there, thank you. Eager though I am to hear the details, I must first share tidings of my own, grave ones. Oriange has sent word from the Void Gate in Mare Lamentorum. The situation is precarious. They continue to rely upon the brands to contain the forces which would otherwise flow freely into the source. Good night, Karagosa. Yet though these measures were sufficient to imprison a fragment of Zodiark for eons, against our enemy's determined onslaught, they are degrading at an unsettling rate. The Loperids are sparing no effort to sustain the brands, but 'tis only a matter of time ere they fall. Unless we act soon, there shall be no stopping Golbez from realizing his ambition. That Zeramis should so test the seal even when not at full strength, 'tis every bit as terrible as we feared. Aye, we must needs vanquish it, to which end we require a means to pierce its dark shroud. So did you find it? A way to bring resplendent light to bear against our foe? As a matter of fact, I have. The theory was simple. We harness light from the first and channel it to the 13th. Such a feat would require us to manipulate vast amount of energy, to say the least. And so I consulted Sid and his fellows, who rose to the challenge and produced bespoke devices, ether transmitters. These marvelous contraptions can be placed at locations of our choosing to facilitate the flow of ether. In other words, we can use them to create ethereal currents.
Did it kind of make you think of Dorothy from Twister?
A little,
That's what I thought.
A little bit. It was very much Twister looking at all those. That such a thing should be possible. God, it is. That you say it, it really is like that. Got pinched by an earwig randomly in Game Build Summit? That's, what the heck? I've never been pinched by one of those, and I've seen a bunch over my lifetime.
Well, I've never seen one, I don't think.
Really? You've never a little...
Have I seen it?
We always go to the pincer bug, the one with the tails that look like little pincers at the end.
I thought that was a silverfish. Is that something else?
I think it's something else. It's an earwig.
That sounds terrifying.
Honestly, it always seemed kind of innocent to me, so I never really minded them. Didn't realize it would actually pinch somebody. We shall first direct ether from Naboth Arang, where the flood of light was halted, and into the Crystal Tower. We all know from personal experience the wonders of which it is capable. Wonders which suit our needs perfectly. I should mention that the structure in Azim's Step which the Alligans built to redirect ether was also a source of inspiration. Gotta set up the beacons. Fancy. Once we've infused the Crystal Tower with sufficient ether, we shall send it into the rift. And the ether transmitters shall guide the energy unto the 13th, like so. Excuse me. In this way we shall have a lance of light with which to pierce the shield of darkness. How fitting for me being a dragoon. Or so I hope so. No tests we performed were close to the scale of what we ultimately seek to achieve. I cannot guarantee success. It would hardly be the first time we played it by ear.
I'll do the other one, just to see if there's a difference.
True enough, but that's not a point of pride for me personally.
I said the other one, so indeed, we've harnessed the wisdom of the past, present, and future to further this cause. I too have faith that it will be enough to the end.
Alpha saying, I'm not a huge fan of this little story beat. Sid just whipping up these frankly incredible devices is too Deus Ex Machina for me. Well, they are literal machines, so it works. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen Sid whip up all kinds of crazy crap over the course of this game. It doesn't that doesn't strike me as too odd. We just didn't see the process.
That pierced the Az's Law.
Yeah, the ship to pierce Az's Law, the stuff with Omega. Sid has just sort of been convenience ahoy. But it's been done so often that I'm like, sure, it's fine.
I also agree with Geeky that she did not need to use that many to prove her point.
We should have been part of at least the process of the development. True, but I guess they were trying to keep the quest line in check. I don't know. We'll see what the rest of the quest line is like. Yeah. Science and theory aside, we need to place one or more of these transmitters in the first, I take it.
It kind of would have been neat to go to the Ironworks.
Yeah. That's true. A task we must entrust to you, Milan. Rest assured, I will provide you with what support I can. I wish to go as well. Are you able to go there first? This world that you brought back from the brink, I would see it with my own eyes. But how does thou intend to make the journey?
Bad for her darkness.
Maybe. Myth necrotic. Zero, my beloved. In a spirit vessel. That's how you and yours managed it, yes? Void sense summoning also sees the soul separated from flesh. This separation I can do at will. The principles are similar enough. If you aren't averse to traveling with company, I should be glad to lend Zero my vessel.
By her vessel, what does that mean?
The one that her soul... Yeah, the one that her soul traveled back in at the end of Shadowbringers, or the Shadowbringers epilogue. Then it's settled. I shall finish preparing the transmitters and then help Zero transfer her soul. Pray see to your own preparations, and then let us reconvene at Megaduda. Now I'm just imagining everybody talk about Sid. There is a mechanic class in Final Fantasy IV. I mean, Sid is a playable character there. Why not become... I mean, I guess there's already Machinist, which kind of fits in it, but that's more gun-based. I'm talking like, let's whack people with wrenches. Have that be a tank. And you can build a literal tank. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. It's alright. But I was talking like something similar, except you were like basically Sid, except you're more defensive. For a moment I misunderstood and thought Ishtola was proposing that Zero borrow her body, which would have been odd. Justinian. Ishtola will be along after she has seen to Zero's soul. Let us await her there. Or here. Oh, Machinist does have a wrench attack. Oh, nice. Machinist is going on, is taking more and more from Edgar from 6. That's why I'm looking forward to leveling up my Machinist. Apologies for the wait. Everything went smoothly. Zero's soul is now safely within the spirit vessel. I shall have the alchemist attend her body until she returns. The vessel I place in your care, along with the transmitters and a set of garments for Zero. I've also included instructions on how to operate the Crystal Tower, courtesy of Grahatia. Got quite the care package. While you're away, I'll join Oriange and the Loporrits on the moon. They'll need help should the brands fail. A fine idea. For my part, I shall continue to coordinate our efforts while I recover from my wounds. I need a giant wrench weapon now. Yes. If only. And given the task at hand, I suggest you speak with Reen. With her power over light, she is bound to be helpful in our efforts. But ere you do that or aught else, seek out Beklug. As the first foremost authority on soulcraft, they should be able to grant Zero a corporeal form. As I recall, the old New Mo was rather fond of the Cabinet of Curiosity, so that should be your first stop. Yep, we're going to get to see Reen again. That's all for me. Go forth, Warrior of Darkness, and make your triumphant return to the First. What's that? Alright. Back to the First. Our made-up Machinist class could also use a drill. Wait. I might already have one? Ah, of course. Oh, well. Oh, there's a lookout over here. I don't know. I don't think we ever had a reason to go around. I just saw that we were on the same level, so I took a look, and yeah, I was expecting to go up to stick around, and it didn't, so that's why I explored. But hey, we got a lookout. Is that you, Milan? What brings you back across the rift? Honestly, first you asked me to extract a soul from a spirit vessel, and then you tell me you have designs to channel light to another reflection? Wicked white, Milan, is nothing ever simple with you? I suppose some people can't help but find themselves at the center of world-changing events. Very well, if your home is in peril, then I shall do all in my power to aid you. While I tend to your companion, you should go and speak with Reen. By all accounts, she practically lives at the Horatorium these days. I will look for you there once I've finished. Yeah, I guess so. We better see. It'd be nice if we got to see like just bits of Gaia if she was also around. If we completed the thing, sort of like how they did for the end of Endwalker, where if you did certain side quests, stuff would appear. I want to see the two of them hang out.
Restoring the elements to the empty may allow life to flourish there once more.
It's been a while since we've heard her voice.
But that isn't enough to return the environment to the way it was. No, we need to gradually reintroduce life, beginning with plants. Not just any plants, though, but those that won't be a burden on a weakened land. Such as...
Deep in thought. You've become quite the scholar.
Oh, what a welcome surprise.
Honestly, she kind of reminded me of Oriange there.
It seems you caught me rambling to myself. How embarrassing.
No difference. Oh well.
I've been studying botany, you see. Hoping that the knowledge would help our work in the empty.
Wonder what this is like if you didn't do the Eden raids?
Never mind that for now.
I don't know.
What brings you to the Crystarium? It was my understanding that the final days were behind us.
There's new final days.
We got a big old void scent. Now the last remnant of Zodiark.
You wish to combat this otherworldly threat with the power of light? Please, let me help. Though I've lost my connection to Hydaelyn, I can still manipulate light to a degree. If there is a chance I could save others with that power, then I have to try.
Ah, there she is.
'Tis done. Zero is now with us in the flesh.
Reen sees Zero. Ooh, another goth girl.
The spirit vessel I shall hold on to for operating the tower. This will help me to make sense of the controls, will it?
Looks like a receipt.
There's a levity in his words that wasn't there before. It heartens me to know he is well.
Alpha, you have no idea how many people made that exact joke when this patch launched. About what I said about Rean being like, "Ooh, another goth."
As per his instructions.
My thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. That said, 'tis customary that my kind receive fitting payment for services rendered.
Not unlike we void sent then. In that case, you may devour some of my ether.
Are you mad? I'll do no such thing. The very suggestion is absurd.
Wide eyes again.
Now, let's calm down. We all have our preferences, and I'm sure no offense was intended.
I shall attend to the tower now. The rest, I leave to you.
Zero, was it? My name is Rean. It's a pleasure to meet you.
This world isn't what I expected. While light is indeed strong here, it's not pervasive or overwhelming.
Oops. Actually, I skipped that.
What Zero said?
We have the Warrior of Darkness to thank for that.
It's very similar to the source, basically.
Yeah, I got it all. I just skipped that last line. It's alright. No worries, 556.
I would be glad to show you around.
I love bringing back the Shadowbringers music. Yeah, that is impressive when you look up at the crystal tower from the base.
Just an ordinary sky. Ordinary and beautiful.
I will say Zero has been the standout character of these patches.
This.
Here we go. Growing light. I like these new title sequences. It's a neat touch. I've heard something of your deeds here, of how the Warrior of Darkness fought on despite light ravaging his very being. Had I the selfsame strength of spirit, perhaps I could have done more for my world. No, it isn't over yet. The 13th isn't beyond saving. That's why we're here. So where to? Just lead the way. I'm gonna have the Dragon fruit blend. Ah, okay. Alright, well, I think that's probably the best place to end. Oh, you already started the next one?
Oh, you were continuing. I'm sorry.
Well, alright, we'll do one more. Screw it. I mean, just to get...
Sorry, I'm just so used to going.
No, it's okay. That gives us... makes it so we won't go as late on the final stream. Nah, we'll finish out the quest. I don't like leaving quests unanswered. Or unfinished. I don't think it'll be that long. Let's head for Naboth Arang since Zero can't teleport to the Aetheryte there. We should probably travel by Amuro. Keep shaving time off of Monday, exactly. Because we need to finish up this storyline and set up Dawn Trail. Ah, there you are. Thank goodness I'm not too late. Honestly, I think this storyline finishes up in 6.5 and the Dawn Trail setup is all 6.55. Lina, I take it Beck Lug told you why he's here? More or less. Greetings and welcome. I am Lina, captain of the guard here at the Crystarium. Zero, is there something you require? When I learned of your plan to gather light at the Crystal Tower, I felt compelled to warn you of potential repercussions. I know well that you would never use the tower for ill, nor without due caution. Even so, Armaglio, we had to go hard. We got very lucky that we started the 3 streams a day or 3 streams a week when we did, and got through Yakuza as quickly as we did. There's a lot of luck. I believe I understand. Ever since the flood, light has been a source of pain and misery. Some fear it still, no doubt. Which is to say that some would be uncomfortable at the sight of it wielded as we intend. That is your concern, is it not? Precisely. It was light that nearly consumed our world. To use the Crystal Tower to harness this destructive force risks turning the tower into an object of fear. You may convince the Crystarium of the necessity of your cause, but it will not be so easy to win over those outside our walls. I worry this will undermine the fragile trust that we have only begun to build with some communities. They may misunderstand your intentions. Tell me who they are and what misunderstandings they may have. I shall allay their concerns. Well, you really can see her growth. Milan and I will go with her. People know us. Our presence will put them at ease.
I really like Zero.
Mm-hmm. She's a fun new character. Hopefully she gets to stick around a bit.
I hope so.
Thank you. I realize this will delay the execution of your plans, but I see no other way. I imagine she doesn't stick with us. She just goes on a journey across the source. That'd be my guess, but she'll probably return later, knowing how this game is. As for where to begin, I dare say Yulmore would be as good a place as any. Though ours is an amicable relationship now, we were at odds for long years. Yulmore was once ruled by a tyrant who wielded the power of light. Though he promised salvation, in truth he made slaves of his subjects and sought to destroy any who defied him. He's gone now, thankfully, and a good man named Chai Nuz was elected mayor. Relations between our cities have improved much since then. Even so, there's a lingering rivalry between us. If the Crystarium were to harness light without warning, some Yulmorans might suspect we have ulterior motives. Thus, would it be prudent to give them prior notice? If you explain that you seek to save the Warrior of Darkness's home, though, I should hope that they would give you their blessing. Once again, yours is a name that commands respect and trust in the domain of your former enemies, as it does in Garlemald. Where else shall we visit? After Yulmore, I would suggest the Raktika Greatwood. There you will find the Knights Blessed, a small collective which worships darkness, as well as the V, guardians of the secret of ancient Ranka. The V are insular and will likely not object unless the light encroaches upon their territory. The Knights Blessed, on the other hand, would greatly benefit from your assurances that your actions will not adversely affect their lives. People who worship darkness, fitting for a world all but consumed by light. Very well, we will treat with the people of Yulmore and the Knights Blessed. Here, take these whisper weeds. I will let you know when all is in readiness with the tower. You just really wanted a tour of the first, didn't you, Amy?
Yes, I miss Chai.
Right then, I should tend to my own tasks. Explaining the situation to the people of the Crystarium and arranging for your transmitters to be placed here and in the Botha rank. Jeez. We're truly grateful. Thank you, Lena. Excuse me. We can teleport to the next area. Just finish it up. Come, let's head to Yulmore. Hopefully Chinuz will know how best to present our plan to everyone. It's a tour, but I can't imagine it takes too long. I walked a bit and then realized, oh yeah, I can teleport. Do you think that with Fire Emblem genealogy of the Holy War being heavily rumored to come to the Switch, do you think it's possible that a 2-pack remake of Path of Radiance of Radiant Dawn will come to the Switch too, late in Switch's life? Possibly. It'd be nice to get Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance ported and upgraded and remade or whatever. I'd be down for it. Dulia, Chai, and Rendon are here too. Between the three of them, we should be able to get some good advice. Zero's not impressed. Dulia, Chai's a new friend to hug. The Radiant games are still my favorite. Good gods, if it isn't Milan, to what do we owe the pleasure? Not another world-ending threat, surely not. Surely not.
Reminds me of the meme with Anakin and Padme.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I doubt I'd ever describe. Is it different?
Yeah, it's different. And you wish to consult with me before making your plans known to the populace. Very well. What exactly did you have in mind?
And then if you say the other one about talking about sensitive matter, I doubt I'd ever describe myself as such, but anyway, I can tell you're up to something, the kind of something I might want nothing to do with, but regardless, I should probably know. What is it?
And then we're just talking.
Yeah, I think it's converged again.
Oh, I know about the difficult with Radiant Dawn. That's an easy fix, though. They just mislabeled things. Gathering light with the Crystal Tower, you say? I would be lying if I said that doesn't bring back unpleasant memories, and I believe I speak for most Yulmorans. We can hardly blame you. We have no reason to question your motives, of course, neither yours nor those of the Crystarium's leadership. A world engulfed in darkness, its corrupted inhabitants attempting to invade your own. It's rather a lot to process, but the desire to save one's home is something anyone can understand. I'm touched that you show such concern for our feelings despite the gravity of your plight. Very well, you have my support. Oh, that's how I was when I first played the game Heroes Live. That was rough, especially if you wanted to keep everybody alive. As if there was ever any doubt. Right, let's gather the people at once. An explanation from you ought to ensure everyone understands. Not so fast, dearest. If I were to reveal everything at this juncture, many would be deeply unsettled, regardless of any assurances I offered. No, we need to first set the stage, spread word of the Warrior of Darkness's plight, that he's on a mission to save his world as he once did ours. Once the tale is common knowledge, I shall call an assembly and explain the need to harness the power of light to a populace far more amenable to the idea. To that end, might I trouble you to speak with our citizens about your predicament? It would be more effective to hear the details from the hero himself, more likely to inspire solidarity for your cause. So we appealed to the desire to aid the Warrior of Darkness and to present light in a more positive light. Well played, Master Chai. If it's best that you do the talking, then we'll come with you. Fine by me. I'm content to observe. Once you have finished your rounds, I ask that you report to me. I should like to know how the people react. Lead the way, Milan. We'll be right behind you. From that conversation alone, I could see how much the people here trust you. Thanks to Euless and Thancred, I've grown better at recognizing it. What? You've met Thancred too? I mean, right, of course you have. I don't know why I said that. Right, let's find some citizens to speak with. I suggest we start here in the canopy before heading down to the understory and then the derelicts. Alright. Got another tour. I imagine this quest is just mostly focused on Yulmore. They're still dancing up there. A tavern, and an extravagant one at that. But those dancers engage with the poles in such strange ways. Are they pantomiming a battle? A soldier thrusting their spear into the ground and using it to launch themselves at an enemy, perhaps? Given this world's violent history, it makes sense that displays of martial prowess would become popular entertainment. Oh my gosh. We'll be finishing up as soon as this quest ends, Sonic Jam. Using politics to save the world. What a novel idea, right? Thancred once told me that the people come to these places to savor some memories and drown the others. I imagine the Beehive was built primarily to help Umorans forget about Sin Eaters, even if only for a time. But now they can simply enjoy themselves. I can see the appeal, but don't worry, I know I'm still a bit too young for it. Yes, Pessimistic Patron. I used to live for the moment, not caring what might happen on the morrow. But now that we have peace, I find myself thinking about the future and feeling anxious. Oh, did I call him Sonic Jam? I'm sorry, Sonic Joe. I'm so sorry, Sonic. I'm sorry about that. What? Your home is threatened with destruction? Wicked White, why are you wasting time in that drinking hole? But as I say it, I feel the sting of hypocrisy. Gods, I need to take control of my life. Need to face my troubles head on, and the same goes for you. Alright, to the stairs. Guess we could have taken an Ethernet shard, but oh well. Well now, the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Light both. How may I be of service? Your enemies plot to invade your world. Having heard tales of Sin Eaters ravaging countless villages, your plight feels all too familiar. Come what may, I urge you to remain strong. You overcame the Light Wardens. You can overcome any adversity. And for what it's worth, I'm sure everyone here would be willing to help in whatever way we can. Up we go. That thing there cleaning up the debris. For a moment I thought it might be a void scent. In case you didn't know, it's not uncommon for our kind to use statues as vessels. But I see now that it's more akin to the mechanical soldiers used by the Garleans. They come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? When Vothri tried to keep us out of the city, many free citizens died in the chaos. Some had no kin to inherit their wealth, and so Yulmore decided to use it to help fund the reconstruction of the derelicts. It's part of a greater effort to improve the living conditions down here, which is important since there's simply not enough room for everyone in the city proper. You're the Warrior of Darkness. I never dreamed I'd have the honor, but why are you in Yulmore, if I may ask? Your home is in danger and you've come seeking help. If there's anything we can do for you, you need only ask. Things could be better here, of course, and we've got a long road ahead of us, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and yours, and we'll never forget that. Alright, next up. So the people are of one mind in their desire to help. Good, good. Why, just earlier I overheard a conversation about how the Warrior of Darkness is seeking to save their home. Your tale is spreading quickly. Then the plan has unfolded precisely as you envisioned. All that remains then is to assemble the citizens and explain Milan's need to gather light. For better or worse, I'm mayor of this city. I'll do my best to win them over. Wait, aren't you... Yes, you're her, the young lady who saved me from Vothri. I'd eaten enough meal to fall under his control, but you cured me. I wouldn't be alive today if not for you. Oh, I remember you too. I'm glad to see you doing well. I only learned later that it was the Oracle of Light herself who saved me, saved all of us. I didn't know if I'd ever get the chance to express my gratitude. I'm sure it was nothing for someone with your power, but thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What is this meal? Food made from the light-tainted flesh of sin eaters, you say? I see, the more they ate, the more the light's corruption spread. Right, and because of that, they became susceptible to Vothri's commands, as he could make the sin eaters do his bidding. Thankfully, I was able to suppress the light's influence and free everyone from his control, and there seems to be no lingering effects. You say that as if it were some small feat. I've seen countless souls corrupted by darkness. Someone with the power to heal them would be regarded as a great figure, and never know peace. My gift has been a burden. Many have suffered for it, died for it. There were times when I wished I didn't have it, when I wanted to run away from everyone and everything. But I had friends to encourage and guide me, to help me learn not just to embrace my gift, but to take charge of my life, to change my fate. Sounds familiar? And so you did just that. The people of this world are resilient indeed. Alright. Now, don't take the next quest, Amy. That half-void scent like me managed to escape the flood of darkness. For all these years I never stopped to wonder why, to wonder if I had a greater part to play. Well, perhaps it's time I took charge and considered what I might be able to do for others. The answer is here in the first, and I will find it. Alright. That is that. Oh, you did take the next one.
Just following the time by accident.
I'm not doing the next one. It's already 1 a.m. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's it for now. We can take a look at what the next quest is called, just for a sense. I'm not going to take it. In Defiance of Fate. All right. Well, believe it or not, Edge of Dawn 2020, thank you very much for the follow. Believe it or not, as Alpha says, only 8 quests remain. Next time, Monday, will be the finale of Endwalker.
I can't believe it.
We actually got through this game in 22 sessions. I forget how long all the stuff we did in Shadowbringers took, but obviously that's not even including all the Alliance raids and extra stuff. So we're almost content current. Hard to believe. And yeah, that's not all though. We'll be back on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's when the Bloodborne subathon will begin. As always, we'll have a set amount of time to start us off, and any donations and whatnot will extend the time, and we'll just keep going for as long as the donations have the timer extended. Maybe we'll beat Bloodborne during the course of the subathon. Maybe we'll have so much that we'll take on another Soulsborne just to keep things going. Hard to tell, but yeah, that's the plan right now. Is Bloodborne tomorrow, Saturday, and Final Fantasy on Monday. But that also means Wednesday. Next Wednesday will be the beginning of the Mega Mania Marathon, starting with, of course, the original Mega Man. So exciting stuff all around for sure. But yeah, that's that for now. So let's see if there's anybody we can raid. And let's see here. Momo is playing Kingdom Hearts 3 with her with the dance pad, while Master Wuggles is playing the Elden Ring DLC. Yep, that just came out. Let's see. Any other suggestions, or as one of those one that you guys wouldn't mind rating? You win or you dies. Any preferences? I'm not seeing really any of who we raid. What about you? Oh. Amazingly Bad Gamer is playing Pokemon Unite. Amazingly Bad Gamer. Oh, shoot. We could raid them as well. I have 8. No real preference. I don't know. I guess we haven't rated Wuggles in a while, so we could do Elden Ring. Let's see. We'll do... He won't understand any of the Dawn Trail stuff, so we'll go with something dumb. How old is your ring? So dumb, but that's all right. All right, we'll start that raid. Thank you all so much for joining. Really do appreciate it. Can't wait for Saturday. Can't wait for Monday. Can't wait for Wednesday. There's a lot to look forward to. So hopefully you all are as well. And yeah, hope to see you soon. So bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
There.